Students from Washington International School, Kipps DC College Prep, and Sandy Spring Friends meet today on It's Academic. Hello, everybody. I'm Hillary Howard, and welcome to It's Academic, produced by Altman Productions in association with David M. Rubenstein Productions.
Support for It's Academic has been provided by the following. MITRE, a not-for-profit research and development company working in the public interest.
The world is full of challenges. And at MITRE, we're committed to solving them. From aviation and health to cyber and national security. Our people know we are called to do more. MITRE, solving problems for a safer world.
And now it is time to meet the teams. From Washington International School in Washington, Maya, Sumner, and Zachary. Hey guys, good to see you. From Kipps in Washington, D.C., Caleb, Christina, and Josiah, welcome to It's Academic. This is your team's first foray into our show. And finally, from Sandy Spring Friends in Sandy Spring, Maryland, Clara, Calvin, and Rachel. Good to see you guys. Okay, teams, in this opening round, questions are worth 20 points. Nothing off for a wrong answer. Maya, Zach, Sumner. Let's go, Washington International. The brigand himself. Hidden in this phrase is the name of what man, the Mahatma, who helped lead India to independence?
Gandhi.
Yes.
Conferring Gandhi.
Gandhi, yeah.
Correct. Scare Sam. Don't scare anybody. Just rearrange the letters in this phrase to name what 1770 Boston incident that left 5 colonists dead and moved the country closer to revolution.
Massacre. Boston Massacre. Yeah.
Massacre is right. Vanuatu, Vietnam. Here you have 2 of the 3 UN members whose names begin with the letter V. Missing is what South American country whose capital is Caracas?
Confirring Venezuela.
Conferring Venezuela.
Venezuela is correct. King Richard I of England was known as Richard the Cold-Hearted. No, he wasn't. Please change one word and make it correct.
Lion-hearted.
Conferring cold to lion. Yeah.
Cold to lion is right. Unqualified to teach physics in the lower schools. This was the 1850 decision of the University of Vienna regarding what Austrian monk who later founded the science of genetics?
Conferring.
Answer?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do Mendel.
Final answer, Mendel.
Yes, Gregor Mendel. You've got it. Very good. Washington International School, you've got 200 points. Kipps DC College Prep. We're so happy you're here on It's Academic. And here's the first question. Bear Cub Alliance. Hidden in this phrase is the name of what largest Caribbean island country where Havana is capital?
Cuba. Confirm Cuba.
Yeah, Cuba.
Yeah, I agree.
Final answer, Cuba.
Cuba is right. Pious Ed. The letters in this phrase can be rearranged to name what legendary Greek king who was shocked to learn he'd killed his father and married his mother?
Poseidon.
Yeah, Poseidon.
I agree.
Yep.
The answer is Oedipus.
Oh.
Yeah, you knew that. Grand Coulee Dam, Fort Clatsop. In order to visit these 2 sites, you would visit what major river of the Pacific Northwest? Answer?
Conferring Ohio River. Final answer, Ohio River.
The answer is Columbia River. Dry ice is composed of frozen sulfur dioxide. This isn't right. Please correct it by changing just one word. Answer in 3, 2, 1. Carbon.
Oxide.
Carbon dioxide. Sincere diplomacy is no more possible than dry water. There's nothing diplomatic about this statement from what dictator of the Soviet Union during World War II?
Final answer, Joseph Stalin.
Yeah, it was Joseph Stalin. Nice, Kip. You got 140 points. Sandy Spring Friends, you are up. Here's the first question. Trauma in ER. You won't be traumatized if you can find the hidden name of what northernmost of the New England states.
Conferring Maine.
Maine.
Final answer, Maine.
Yep. I turn dials. Turn these letters around and you'll name what so-called revolution that transformed 18th century England from an agricultural to a manufacturing economy.
Conferring industrial.
Industrial.
Final answer, industrial.
It's industrial. Hall of Mirrors, Grand Trianon. These are elegant highlights of what historic French palace located just outside Paris.
Conferring Versailles.
Versailles.
Final answer, Versailles.
Versailles is right. Johann Strauss developed movable type for printing. No, he didn't. Please fix this sentence by changing one word.
Conferring,
Strauss to Gutenberg.
yeah. Final answer, Strauss to Gutenberg.
Correct. Learn, compare, and collect the facts. This advice comes from what Russian scientist who collected facts on conditioned reflexes from experiments with salivating dogs.
Conferring Pavlov.
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 Final answer, Pavlov.
Pavlov is right. Sandy Spring Friends, 200 points. And that's the end of the opening round. The Picture Perfect round is next.
I'm David Rubenstein. From the Kennedy Center and the National Archives to the Lincoln Memorial and the Washington Monument, I've been pleased to support many important organizations and historic sites linked to American history, art, culture, education, and more. I believe giving back to our country isn't just an idea, it's an action, a patriotic action that involves all of us. And it begins with education and learning about our nation's past so that we, the people, can make a more perfect union for the future. We can do it together. Please read, learn, get involved, and make a difference.
Now to the Picture Perfect round. In this round, questions are worth 20 points up or down, 10 points off for not answering at all. Washington International, you are up. Here's your first question. Painted during the Crimean War, this work depicts a group of people talking with what British woman, the founder of modern nursing?
Conferring.
Florence Nightingale.
We'll go with that. Final
Yeah.
answer, Florence Nightingale.
Florence Nightingale. Distilled water, gelatin in water, sugar in water. The Tyndall effect can be seen in which of these?
Conferring. Sumner, any ideas?
No.
We say gelatin, maybe.
Okay, let's go with that.
I'm really glad you
Gelatin in
did.
water.
It's gelatin in water. Delacroix painted this scene after visiting what North African country ruled today by Muhammad VI from the capital city of Rabat?
Conferring.
Morocco.
Okay.
Yeah, Morocco.
Final Morocco.
Yeah, it's Morocco. Washington International School, 260 points. Kip, DC College Prep. Here's your first question. Designed by architect I.M. Pei, this glass pyramid is an addition to what major Paris art museum? Answer is?
Final answer, Versailles.
No, the answer is Louvre. The starfish these girls are holding belong to what phylum? Mollusks, echinoderms, or porifera?
Final answer, mollusk.
Nah, echinoderms. As this painting shows, it was dangerous to be caught in a storm when rounding what South American cape, the southernmost point on the continent? Answer?
Final answer, Ecuador.
Nah, the answer is Cape Horn. Kip, DC College Prep, you have 80 points. Sandy Spring Friends, you're up for the Picture Perfect round. Here's the first picture. After the Civil War, Fort Davis in Texas was home to African-American soldiers who were given what animal nickname?
Conferring buffalo.
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 Final answer, buffalo.
Buffalo soldiers is right. Axon, gastrula, nephron. Which of these terms refers to a multi-layered structure in early embryo development involving a cup-like body of cells enclosing a central cavity?
Conferring, I think it's not the first one.
Gastrula.
Final answer, gastrula.
Yep, that's it. This 19th century dagger comes from what modern Middle East country where Tehran is capital?
Conferring Iran.
Iran.
Final answer, Iran.
Iran is right. Nicely done, Sandy Spring friends. You have 260 points. Picture Perfect round is finished, and the packet round is next.
Hello, I'm David Rubenstein. Did you know that while Frederick Bartholdi designed the Statue of Liberty, its metal framework was built by Gustav Eiffel, who had designed the Eiffel Tower? The statue was dismantled and shipped in pieces to the U.S., where it was reassembled. Lady Liberty now stands in New York Harbor, a worldwide symbol of freedom. I'm David Rubenstein, reminding you to read, learn, get involved, and make a difference.
It is halftime, which means the packet round. As you know, there are 20 points for right answers, nothing off for wrong ones. Also, if you get every answer correct, there's a 25-point bonus. Before we start the next round, let's learn more about these students. We begin with Washington International. Hey, Maya, tell us about yourself.
I'm really passionate about journalism, so I spend a lot of my free time working as the editor-in-chief of our school newspaper. And in terms of some volunteer work that I've done, last year I built a little free library from scratch to boost literacy rates at a local public elementary school.
That's beautiful, Maya. Thanks for being here. And now, Zach, tell us about yourself, Zach.
I guess my passion right now is politics. So in terms of service, I've been trying to register voters in Virginia. And as someone who can vote for the first time now that I'm 18, I've also been trying to ensure that more people vote. So if you're over 18, be sure to vote in upcoming elections.
Can't have democracy without participation. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate that. And finally, Sumner, how about you?
I love music, movies, and I work as a math tutor after school.
Math tutoring, does that kind of fulfill another part of you?
Yeah, so I used to struggle with math, but I was helped from math tutoring, and so it's sort of my way of giving back.
Wonderful. Now that we've done all of the introductions and learned about you guys, how about I ask some questions in this packet round? Here's the first one, Washington International. Both a field goal in football and a hat trick in hockey are associated with what same number?
Is it 3?
Yeah, maybe.
But
Okay.
yeah.
A field goal in
Let's go with
soccer. Okay.
Field goal and 3.
Middle?
3.
3, it's it, yes. The United States never joined what international peacekeeping organization that preceded the United Nations?
League of Nations, confirmed, right?
Yeah. League of Nations.
Final League of Nations.
Yes, here's your science question. Anabolism, mitosis, respiration. Which of these terms describes the process which occurs during cell division when the nucleus divides into 2 cells identical in their genetic material?
Mitosis.
Conferring mitosis.
Mitosis.
Final mitosis.
Yes. The Cave of 1,000 Buddhas is a religious shrine in what large Asian desert that stretches from Mongolia to northern China?
Conferring the Gobi Desert.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, let's go with the Gobi Desert.
Gobi.
Glad you went with the Gobi. In Shakespeare's Julius Caesar, the dying Caesar addresses his final words to what man, what friend, who had just stabbed him?
Brutus.
Conferring Brutus.
Brutus.
Yeah. Final Brutus.
It's Brutus. Here's your math question. What is the value of this expression, giving your answer as a fraction in lowest terms?
1/4.
1/4.
1/4.
1/4 is right. Though he criticized Americans as preoccupied with money, what 19th century Frenchman had many favorable things to say about us in his book, Democracy in America?
Conferring any French writers that we know from that time?
19th century.
Yes.
Need an answer in 3.
Voltaire.
No.
Let's go with that.
It's Alexis de Tocqueville.
Oh,
Yeah. But you know what? You did a great job, WIS. 380 points. Let's meet these fabulous students from Kipps DC College Prep. The captain of the team is Caleb. Hello, Caleb. What should we know about you?
Hi, my name is Caleb Fitzgerald. I'm a junior at Kipps DC College Preparatory, and I enjoy finance and theater.
Finance and theater. Wow. Are you performing in theater?
Yes, I am. I have a play on November 17th.
What's it called? Which one?
Laugh to Keep from Crying.
Very good. Great to have you here, Caleb. Christina, what should we know about you?
Hi, my name's Christina. I am also a junior at Kipps DC. I enjoy soccer and reading.
Wonderful. What type of books, what theme do you prefer to read?
I like mostly fantasy books, but I'd read all kind of books.
Yeah, I like fantasy. Great to have you with us, Christina. And Josiah, tell us about yourself.
I'm a 14-year-old freshman, and I just like to do chess.
Nice. Are you good at chess?
I'm actually pretty good.
All right, well, that's where I was going. Here's your first question. In 1899, American ragtime composer Scott Joplin wrote a piece named for what kind of leaf pictured on the flag of Canada?
Maple.
Yeah, maple.
Maple is right.
Maple.
The very first book written in America was written in 1608 by what captain who helped found the colony of Jamestown and allegedly owed his life to Pocahontas?
Captain John Rolfe.
It is John Smith. Here's your science question. Yeah. Diffraction, reflection, radiation. Which of these terms refers to the slight bending of light rays around a sharp edge?
Final answer, radiation.
No, it's diffraction. One ancient Persian who would have signed his name with 2 X's was what king who won the Battle of Thermopylae?
Xerxes.
Yeah, you got it. What same naval crime is in the title of books about the USS Kane and the HMS Bounty? Answer.
Treason.
Close. Mutiny. Here's your math question. Simplify this expression, taking all roots to be positive and giving your answer as an integer.
10.
10 it is. One big tourist attraction in San Diego is a park named for what Spanish explorer who first sighted the Pacific Ocean in 1513?
Cortez.
Nah, it was Balboa. Kip DC, you've got 140 points. How about we meet Team 3 from Sandy Spring Friends in Sandy Spring, Maryland? Clara is the captain. Hiya, Clara. Tell us about yourself.
I'm a member of student government as well as our speech and debate team. And I just want to extend a huge thank you to our entire Sandy Spring community for supporting us, especially last year's captain, Sophia Stracco, who came to practice to see us on Friday and sent us the nicest message this morning to wish us luck. We hope you make her proud.
That's beautiful. I know you will. Great to see you again, Clara. Calvin, what are you up to these days?
I play violin and run on the cross-country team.
When you play violin, are you doing classical stuff? Are you doing country? What do you like?
I enjoy kind of the more romantic pieces. I like Tchaikovsky, but I don't think I have a favorite.
Thank you very much, Calvin. And Rachel, hi.
Hi, I'm on the women's varsity volleyball team, and I would like to thank our super talented alternates, Diego and Cameron, as well as the rest of our amazing teammates who we practice with.
Okay, Sandy Spring Friends, we can now play the packet round. Here's your first question. With an estimated 1 snake per square meter, people are not allowed on Snake Island off the coast of what largest South American country?
Conferring Brazil.
Brazil.
Final answer, Brazil.
Brazil. You wouldn't have to tell me to stay away. A Byzantine princess was named Honoria. She was rudely rejected when sending a ring along with a marriage proposal to what 5th century king of the Huns?
Conferring Attila. Final answer, Attila.
Yes. Here's your science question. Greater than, less than, the same as. Is the degree of complexity of a protein molecule greater than, less than, or the same as that of a glucose molecule?
Conferring.
Greater than.
I was going to say less because doesn't glucose have like more components, but I would trust Rachel.
Proteins are made of a ton of amino acids though, so they're really big, right?
I think
So
proteins
greater
are more
than?
complex. Yes.
Okay, final answer, greater than.
Good choice. It's greater than. Vanity can have negative consequences, as what mythical handsome youth learned when he fell in love with his own image and was turned into a flower?
Conferring Narcissus.
Narcissus.
Final answer, Narcissus.
Narcissus is right. In 2010, a collector paid almost $100,000 for 2 pages from the manuscript of what 1852 novel by Harriet Beecher Stowe?
Conferring Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Final answer, Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Yeah, here's your math question. If your restaurant bill is $50, how big a tip should you leave if you wish to tip 20% of your bill?
Conferring $10.
$10, right?
Final answer, $10.
$10 is right. Had Big Macs been around then, they might have been eaten by what Union general nicknamed Little Mac, who ran against Lincoln for president in 1864?
Conferring
McClellan.
McClellan, not MacArthur.
Yes. No,
Final
McClellan.
answer, Final answer, McClellan.
McClellan is right. That means a 25-point bonus. Sandy Spring friends, awesome job with a score of 425 points. Let's see if lightning strikes next. We've got the lightning round. All right, teams, time for the lightning round. In this round, you've got 45 seconds to answer as many as 10 questions. They're worth 20 points up or down, but nothing off if you pass. Washington International School. All answers are words or names beginning with H-E. That's H-E as in Helen. In 3, 2, 1. Achilles was vulnerable only in this place.
Heel.
Yes,
Heel.
this bodily organ has ventricles and auricles.
Heart.
Yes, this is a two-word term for deuterium oxide.
Helium.
Pass.
Heavy water. This maneuver is performed on someone who is choking.
Heimlich.
Yes, the Black Hawk is a version of this aircraft.
Helicopter.
Yes, He is the chemical symbol for this element.
Helium.
Yes, Socrates was forced to drink this poison.
Pass.
Hemlock, this word refers to the liver.
Pass.
Hepatic, in the American Revolution, these German troops fought for the British. Yeah, in geometry, this is a and there's the buzzer. In geometry, this is a six-sided, two-dimensional figure. And Maya, you were about to blurt out.
Hexagon.
Hexagon. Sorry, the buzzer beat you to it. But you did really well. Washington International School, 500 points. Team 2, Kipps DC College Prep, you're up. All answers are words or names beginning with the letters H-A. That's H-A as in happy. In 3, 2, 1. This circle of light appears over the head of an angel.
Halo.
Yes, this tool is carried by the Norse god Thor.
Hammer.
Yes, an ancient wall in England is named for this Roman emperor.
Hales.
Hadrian. HF is the chemical symbol of this metallic element.
Pass.
Hafnium. This barbed weapon was used in hunting whales.
Hatchet.
Harpoon. This Carthaginian general crossed the Alps with elephants in 218 BC.
Pass.
Hannibal is the answer we were looking for. Kipps DC College Prep, 140 points, and we want to thank you for your first foray into It's Academic. Really happy to have you. Sandy Spring friends, let's play the lightning round. All answers are words or names beginning with H-O. That's H-O as in hoof. In 3, 2, 1. This was the favorite food of Winnie the Pooh.
Honey.
Yes, this was the name of the pirate captain in Peter Pan.
Hook.
Yes, he was our 31st president.
Hoover.
Yes, this is a three-dimensional image created by a laser.
Hologram?
Yes, this emotion was left after Pandora released the Troubles.
Oh.
Yeah. This name was given to the city of Saigon.
Ho Chi Minh.
Correct. This substance is produced by your endocrine glands.
Pass.
Hormones. HO is the chemical symbol of this rare earth element.
Pass.
Holmium. This astrological chart forecasts a person's future. And the answer is?
Horoscope.
Horoscope, but you didn't need it. Sandy Spring friends, awesome job. 545 points. And that is the game. The official scores are next.
I'm David Rubenstein, and I believe giving back is something we all can do. Students are getting involved in their communities in many important ways. I've asked them to share with us how they're making a difference.
Hi, I'm Cameron. I am a senior at Sandy Spring Friends School. I am involved in a website called Project Gutenberg, which basically takes old books, old texts that are out of copyright, and they upload them for free for anyone to use, for the public to see. And what I do as a volunteer is I take a look at those transcripts, I edit them, I make sure there's no spelling errors, I make sure they match the original text, and then I adjust them to suit the formatting needs, and then we upload them. It really is meaningful to me because I have a very deep love of reading and writing. And, you know, during the pandemic, when I was kind of stuck at home and there was really nothing to do, it was a really great way for me to express that, while also feeling like I was contributing something. And yeah, it's just, someone who believes education should be accessible. It feels like a very small part that I can do to contribute.
Like these students, you too can help improve the lives of so many people by volunteering in your town and community. Please read, learn, get involved, and make a difference.
The scores are now official. First, congratulations to our team from Kipps DC College Prep. Your first time on It's Academic, 140 points. We really look forward to seeing you back here again next year. Also, congratulations to Washington International School, Maya Zachary and Sumner, 500 points. And coming back for the playoffs, Sandy Spring friends from Sandy Spring, Maryland, Clara, Calvin, and Rachel, 545 points. Great game, everybody. Let's hear it for our incredible teams and you, our incredible viewers. Really happy you could join us today and match wits with some of these impressive students.
Support for It's Academic has been provided by the following: MITRE, a not-for-profit research and development company working in the public interest.
At MITRE, we're committed to solving some of our biggest challenges in national security, cyber, aviation, and health. And our dedication to service starts at home, working to fight hunger, serving people in need, protecting public health, and supporting our civic institutions. This is serving the public. This is MITRE, solving problems for a safer world.
Please join us next time when Bethesda, Chevy Chase, Edison, and South County High Schools compete right here on It's Academic. I'm Hillary Howard. See you then. Bye.
I'm David Rubenstein, reminding you to read, learn, get involved, and make a difference.